Welcome to NCFCA Debate Judge Training. The National Christian Forensics and Communications Association is a nationwide speech and debate league for students ages 12 to 18. Our mission is to promote excellence in communications through competitive opportunities, where students develop the skills necessary to think critically and communicate effectively in order to address life issues from a biblical worldview in a manner that glorifies God. NCFCA strives to provide diverse judging panels for our competitors. We invite parents, alumni, and community members to volunteer as judges. NCFCA debate is respectful argumentation between two teams on opposing sides of a resolution or topic. When you arrive at the room assigned on your ballot, please sit at the table opposite the speakers. During the preliminary rounds, there will be one judge in each room. During the elimination rounds, there will be 3 or more judges in the room. Please wait until all of the judges arrive before starting. When the round is ready to begin, the speakers will introduce themselves, and for your convenience, they will write their names on the ballot for you. In order to get to know their audience, the speakers may also ask about your judging experience or background, so that they can tailor the round to meet your needs. Feel free to share honestly about your experience or inexperience. The speakers will also time their own speeches so that you can focus on evaluating the debate. You will be judging either team policy or Lincoln Douglas value debate. Let's look at the unique characteristics of each style. Team policy debate is a 2-on-2, 75-minute debate in which the affirmative team affirms the resolution by making a proposal for reform, while the negative team opposes the affirmative team's position. This year's team policy resolution is, resolved, the United States federal government should substantially reform its energy policy. Lincoln Douglas value debate is a 1-on-1, 45-minute debate in which the affirmative speaker affirms the resolution by presenting arguments in support of the topic. The negative speaker presents arguments in opposition to the topic. This year's Lincoln Douglas value debate resolution is, resolved, preventive war is ethical. A speaker's role is to communicate with you by clarifying any terminology used in the round, justifying a position with sound argumentation, and supporting all arguments with logic, definitions, facts, evidence, examples, analogies, or expert analysis. The debaters may explain which types of support are best for the issues at hand. A judge's role is to listen attentively and evaluate the debate in 2 ways: by deciding the winning team based on information presented in the round, and by ranking the individual speakers based on their performance. In your ballot pack, which you will receive from ballot distribution when you arrive at the tournament, you will find several evaluation tools, such as a flow sheet, a ballot, a speaker point scoring guide, rule highlights, and judge training reminders. As time permits, take a few minutes to review these materials before the round begins. This is a team policy flow sheet. The best way to keep track of a debate round is by taking notes, which in debate is called flowing. These notes are for your use only and will not be submitted to tournament staff. In both styles of debate, the round is comprised of constructive speeches, cross-examination, rebuttal speeches, and preparation time. Each wide column represents a speech given by a speaker. Each speech has a specific time limit, and each speaker is responsible for both timing the speech and adhering to the limit. The columns marked A indicate affirmative speeches. The columns marked N indicate negative speeches. During each constructive speech, indicated by a C at the top of the column, the debaters will introduce, build, and respond to arguments. Cross-examination, indicated by CX at the top of each narrow column, follows each constructive speech, providing speakers an opportunity to ask questions of one another. The speakers will face you and not each other. you may take cross-examination notes on the back of your flow sheet or on a separate piece of paper. During each rebuttal speech, indicated by an R at the top of the column, speakers will respond to and extend existing lines of argumentation. Rebuttal speeches may include new evidence, examples, analysis, and analogies to support previously introduced lines of argumentation. However, if a speaker introduces a new line of argumentation during the rebuttal speeches, you should disregard these arguments when evaluating the round. Each team has a prescribed amount of preparation time which they will track. Now that we've identified the sections on the flow sheet, let's talk about how to take notes or flow the round. As the first affirmative speaker begins the round, record notes in the first column. During the next speech, record the first negative speaker's responses next to each corresponding argument and take notes on any new arguments presented. As you take notes throughout the debate round, you can flow an idea or argument across your flow sheet. This is a sample Lincoln-Douglas value debate flow sheet. Again, each speech has a specific time limit, and each speaker is responsible for both timing the speech and adhering to the limit. The affirmative speaker and the negative speaker will both present in a round comprised of constructives, cross-examination, rebuttals, and preparation time. As the affirmative speaker begins the round, record notes in the first column. In some Lincoln-Douglas value debate rounds, the negative speaker will present a negative case. If so, you may take notes on the negative speaker's case here and record responses to the affirmative case here. As you take notes throughout the debate round, you can flow each idea or argument across your flow sheet. During the round, please report any issues to a member of our communications team, identified by green name tags and stationed near your room. As soon as the debate is finished, please take your ballot pack to the designated judge area, where you will finish filling out your ballot. Take a moment to fill out your information at the top and bottom of the ballot. Next, decide the winning team by considering which team best justified their position with compelling argumentation, and which team best supported their arguments with logic, definitions, facts, evidence, examples, analogies, or expert analysis. As tempting as it may be, please avoid basing your decision on prior knowledge or personal bias. Instead, base your decision on the issues discussed in the round. In academic debate, you should be prepared to vote for a position that you do not personally hold if warranted. Record the winning debate team here. Please note that a double loss is not a tie. It is given in rare cases as a disciplinary action. Should you feel that a double loss is warranted, please speak with a member of the compliance team. Record the reason for your decision here. Speakers appreciate knowing which critical arguments or issues persuaded you to vote the way you did. You can also include your opinion or prior knowledge as a point of information so that the speakers may learn from you. After you decide the winning team, you will also evaluate the individual speakers. Notice the 6 criteria listed in the speaker points box. Using the speaker point guide in your ballot pack, rate each speaker on these criteria, circling the appropriate numbers on the ballot. Write comments in the boxes below. Total each speaker's points, and then rank the speakers according to the totals. The speaker with the highest point total will get the first rank. The next highest point total will get the second rank, and so on. If 2 speakers earn the same speaker point total, you will simply choose which speaker will be given the higher rank. Remember, as a judge, you will decide the winning team and evaluate the individual speakers. Eloquence is a necessary part of good communication, but eloquence alone does not guarantee that a team has met the standard for winning the round. It is possible for the team with the lower speaker points to win the debate round. If you have any questions when filling out your ballot, Or should you need to review evidence that was presented during the round in order to make your decision, you may consult staff members wearing yellow name tags and stationed in the judge area. Once you've completed your ballot, please return it to the ballot return staff as soon as possible and before taking another ballot. In closing, let's review a few guidelines. Please do not use your cell phone during the round. Silencing your phone will avoid any unnecessary distraction. Please do not interrupt or ask questions of the competitors during or after the round. Please don't confer with other judges. We are interested in your unique opinion and perspective. Please don't discuss the rules or your rankings with anyone except a tournament official. Please respect our recording policy and refrain from recording the round. And please keep rankings and feedback confidential. Our competitors will receive their ballots at the end of the tournament. If you will also be judging speech, you will need to view a separate speech judge training. Thank you for investing in our students and enjoy the round.